All right, UFC 327 main card picks. This time it'll go well. I know I said that the last time and probably the time before, but this one, I actually think it'll go well. I trust myself not so much. But anyway, we have Cub Swanson against Nate the Train. I'm gonna go with Nate on this one. Obviously the fairy tales in retirement fights don't always happen. It did happen for Robbie Lawler, who he fought Nico Price. It happened to Michael Chiesa, who he fought Nico Price. Like, to this point, it just sucks that they didn't even acknowledge Nico Price's retirement. Because don't get me wrong, I was glad to see these dudes ending with a win, especially Ruthless Robbie Lawler. But Nico Price's role at this point was literally guaranteeing like a win for fighters who are retiring. So and it's a good role, not in his eyes, but in the fans' eyes, in the fans' perspective, it's a fucking good role. So I think the UFC should have acknowledged his retirement properly. But anyway, yeah, I'm going with Nate the Truth, even though he's on a 2-fight losing skid and he lost to Morgan Charrière. Now I love my French people, but I gotta be honest, if you lost to Morgan Charrière, it means you're probably not in the best period of your career right now. Yes, but regardless, I'm still picking Nate. Dominic Reyes against Johnny Walker. I'm going with Reyes. Weird fight. Weird fight. I'm picking with Reyes, and I feel like I could say the reason why I think he's gonna win. It could be the exact same reason why he would lose. So I'm expecting something wild. I'm expecting something bizarre in this fight, but I'm picking Reyes. Curtis Blades against Josh Hockett. I need a win from Curtis Blades, which works from Josh, by the way. Like, whether you're saying I want Josh to lose or I want him to win, that means that what he's doing is great. I don't think a lot of people are saying I don't really give a fuck. I think people are invested in the fight. I need a win from Curtis Blades. I'm going with Curtis. Costa against Murzakanov. I just don't want to doubt Murzakanov anymore. I think I'm going with Azamat, and like, because I doubted Paulo Costa as well against Kopilov, but it's more about me not being impressed with Kopilov. I just think Kopilov was shit during this fight. And to be fair, I think Rakic's chin is gone. I think his chin is gone. But still, what Murzakanov did to Rakic was still impressive. And like I said, I just don't want to doubt him anymore. So I'm going with him. And main event, Yuri Prohaska against Carlos Ulberg. Let's go for Yuri. Let's go for that. If you look at Ulber's last performances, there was the win against Blachowicz, which I still think he lost. I think Blachowicz won that fight. There was the win against Reyes, which was impressive. He showed his power and his accuracy. It was a crazy knockout. But it wasn't the Dominic undefeated that fought John Jones. It was a Dominic that, well, to be fair, wasn't a 3-fight win streak, but I still think it was as impressive. Yeah, do we need to say he beat freaking Hale, Roundtree, Glover, like, for fuck's sake? Like, let's go for that. Let's go for Yuri.